Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Papago Baseball Complex. Tom Garbison for Southwest Sports Network. It's play-by-play coverage in the 2017 Copper State Showcase put on by Southwest Woodbat Classics. We're underway in a semifinal game in the Upperclass division. It's the Gauchos Gray against the Game Day Friars. Ralph Niebles leads off. Took the first pitch for a ball. The second one is strike, and the count 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch on the way. That's low and away, 2 balls and a strike. The Gauchos, a local team from the Northwest Valley, for the most part anyway, in the Glendale area of Arizona. The Game Day Friars out of Parker, Colorado. Now the 2-1. And a ground ball foul outside of third base. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Niebles leads off. And followed in the order by Jacob McLeod, the shortstop. Niebles, by the way, the starting pitcher as well for the Gauchos. And the Gauchos will bat 12 in today's semifinal game. There's a swing and a miss and a strikeout of Niebles for out number 1. That brings up, as I mentioned, Jacob McLeod, the shortstop. Then Noah Tippery will bat third and play center field. Fabian Chavez will hit fourth, and then Zach McNally is fifth. Arturo Perea is an extra hitter, batting 6th. Then Noah Ackman in right field bats 7th. Connor Lawrence, the center fielder, is 8th. Noah Welch, an extra hitter, bats 9th. First pitch to McLeod, high for a ball. Hitting 10th, the catcher, Tim Pettit. Jake Hapner at second base bats 11th. And Jet Kleiber starts at first base and bats 12th. Ball bounced in there, 2 balls and no strikes. Jackson Fury gets the start in this semifinal contest for the Game Day Friars. One out, base is empty, just getting going in the top of the first inning. The 2-0 pitch. That's low, 3 balls and no strikes to Jacob McLeod. And a pitch over for a strike, 3-1 the count. Now the winner of this game will face the winner of Rocky Mountain Gold and Scottsdale Huskies Green. Those 2 teams playing in the other semifinal. That ball bounced in. That'll go to the backstop, and it's a walk to the number 2 hitter, Jacob McLeod. It'll bring up Noah Tippery, the center fielder. And we'll see if we get updates as we go along here, but still waiting on scores from a couple of games to pass along. But again, we know that the tournament has figured out to this point that both of these teams did well enough in pool play to qualify for the semifinals. A little extra time on the mound, and now the pitch to the plate, and it's high for ball 1. Set the defense for the Game Day Friars. Miles Gonzalez starts in left field. Liam Ewell is in center field. Cooper Jamieson starts in right. Get to the infield in a moment here. Throw over to first. That's going to get away. And that'll put the runner McLeod to second base. It really just kind of looked like that ball got on him over at first base in a hurry, and now time called. Now back to play. And the pitch over for a strike, and the count 1-1. Strikeout start of the inning, then a walk, and now an error on a bad pickoff throw over at first base. Turn back to second, but no throw. a breaking ball over for a strike in the count 1-2. As promised, here's the Game Day Friars infield. Kyle Harris starts at third base. Shortstop is Balin Solano. Next, Solai at second base, and Jackson Von Hoen at first. Wilson Chatham works behind the plate. And a breaking ball hits slowly over to the right side. Fielded, bobbled, and no play. Solai came in. Again, it was such a slow roller, and maybe had to rush it a little bit there and then didn't pick up the ground ball cleanly. It's an E4. McLeod to third base, and the batter is Fabian Chavez. First pitch inside, ball one. 2 aboard and 1 out, just getting settled in here in the top of the first inning. It's Upperclass Division semifinal game in the Copper State Showcase. Ball fouled out of play on the right side, and the count 1-1. Championship game will come up just shortly after this one, scheduled for a 12:30 first pitch here at the Papago Baseball Complex, but they'll move over to Field 1, which is just to the west of us. We're on Field 2 for this morning game. Runner goes, throw to second base, not in time. Return throw to the plate is not in time, and the Gauchos have a run in the first. So the Gauchos able to execute on the double steal to plate a run. Tippery to second, and McLeod comes home. Now Fury with a set, and the look back to second base, and the pitch. Breaking ball, that's going to scoot away from the catcher and allow that runner to go to third base. Wild pitch gets the runner to third, and that's going to prompt the Friars to bring the infield in on the grass. They'll try to cut off the run if he takes off on a ground ball in the infield. Pitch misses low. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Chavez. Trying to get another run in for the Gauchos here in the top of the first. Deep breath from Fury in the 3-2 pitch. And a chopper, and it's over the head of the shortstop Solano. That's into center field, and another run is in. Fabian Chavez with an RBI single, and the Gauchos plate 2 in the first. Now Zach McNelly, Gauchos starting third baseman. First pitch over but low, ball 1. Now Fury ready. The 1-0 pitch. That's low. 2 balls and no strikes. Couple of runs in for the Gauchos on a walk, a hit, 2 errors. That pitch misses for a ball, 3-0. And that'll bounce in, ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to McNally pushes Chavez to second base. And the batter is Arturo Perea. Now ready to go as Perea steps in. First pitch over the outside corner, strike 1. And the next pitch, that one's on the inside corner, and it's 0-2. Two runners aboard with 1 out. 2 runs across for the Gauchos in the top of the first. And a pitch off the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Noah Ackman next for the Gauchos. And that ball fouled off down the left side, still 1-2. Very scuffling a little bit here. A couple of errors behind him. He's given up a couple of walks and just 1 hit. Head in the count on Perea, the 1-2. And a ground ball hit sharply, and that's past the shortstop and into left field. A run will score. And the throw trickles into the middle of the infield. Nobody there to cut it off for the Friars. Third error of the inning, and E6 allows Chavez to score. McNally around to third. And as the throw comes back into the infield, Perea goes to second. That takes away the double play possibility. And it brings up Noah Ackman. First pitch to Ackman, high for a ball. It's a 3-run top of the first for the Gauchos. Now the 1-0. High and away, 2 balls and no strikes. "31 pitches for Fury in the first inning. Still only 1 out. The 2-0. That misses, 3-0. And Fury with a 3-0 pitch off the plate, and that's ball 4. 4-pitch walk. Loads the bases. Timeout called from the Friars dugout. Playing in the top of the first, the Gauchos have scored 3. Now Connor Lawrence in with the bases loaded and 1 out. First one bounced in and blocked by Chatham, ball 1. A chance for the Gauchos to further open it up here in the top of the first inning. With the bases loaded and one out, they've scored 3 already. Deep breath from Fury, the 1-0 pitch. Low and away, 2 balls and no strikes. Now the 2-0. High, strike 1, 2-1. Scheduled for a 10:30 first pitch this morning. Got started just a few minutes late. 10:34 our first pitch. The 2-1. Fouled off, and it's 2-2. Two and two on Connor Lawrence. Noah Welch next. And a swing and a miss and a strikeout of Lawrence. 2 away in the inning. Second strikeout for Fury. And the batter, Noah Welch. And Fury with the first pitch to Welch over the outside corner, strike 1. Check of the runner at third, and the 1-strike pitch. That's low for a ball. 1-1 the count. And now the 1-1 pitch. Not able to hold the swing, says the plate umpire. Welch goes around, and the count 1-2. Only 1 hit in the inning. 3 walks, 3 errors. And the 1-2. Breaking ball misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, if you're Fury, you want to get it done here and not go 3-2, which would let the runners get going. Got some bullpen activity down the right field corner for the Friars. A right-hander starting to get loose. And the 2-2 pitch is a called third strike, and that will end the inning. Good start for the Gauchos, though, as they get 3 runs in the top of the first inning after having to play. Gauchos 3, Friars coming up. Cooper Jamison, the leadoff hitter for the game day Friars. Takes a fastball at the knees for a strike from Ralph Neblis. Yeah, swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Jamison, the leadoff hitter. Nick Solai will bat second and play second. Then Wilson Helton, an extra hitter, bats third. The 0-2 is low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Batting fourth for the Friars, the catcher Wilson Chatham. Hitting fifth and playing first base, Jackson Von Hone. Liam Ewell will bat sixth and play center field. So the next one misses. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Batting seventh, playing left field, Miles Gonzalez. Kyle Harris will bat eighth and play third. And Valen Solano, the shortstop, bats ninth. Now 3 balls and 2 strikes on Jamison, trying to get it started for the Friars in the bottom of the first. Friars trailing 3-0. And it's ball 4, leadoff walk to get it started in the bottom of the first. Brings up Nick Salai, the second baseman. First pitch at the knees, strike 1. Set the defense for the Gauchos, and as is allowed here at the SWWBC tournaments, it's open defensive substitutions. Pitch a strike, runner goes on a delay, and throw to second is not in time. Friars may have set that up on the previous pitch. Jamison got a pretty solid secondary lead and then went back to the bag. This time, again, a solid, aggressive secondary lead, and once there was just a little bit of a hitch at the plate, took off for second. Breaking ball up and in, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Anyway, open defensive substitution, but the way it sets up right now for the Gauchos, it's Ackman in left, Tippery in center, and Lawrence in right. And a ground ball fielded by the shortstop, throw on to first is in time. So line grounds out 6-3. Jamison able to take off and go from second to third. And the batter is Wilson Helton. And the infield in for Gauchos Gray, it's McNelly at third, McLeod at shortstop, Hapner at second, and Kleiber at first. And Pettit behind the plate. That'll bounce in, that'll go to the backstop, and that'll get a run in for the Friars. Wild pitch plates a run, and the Friars on the board trailing the Gauchos 3-1. Helton fouls a pitch straight back to the backstop. 1 ball and 1 strike. Base is empty, 1 out. A run in for the Friars. And a high pop up in foul territory. And just out of the reach of the catcher, Pettit. Good effort there, but couldn't bring it in. And the count goes to 1-2. Nebulous, the right-hander, back into the line of the 1-2 pitch. And just able to check his swing did Helton on a breaking ball that ends up down and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now 3-2. And the 3-2 pitch. And that's ball 4. Helton to first base with a 1-out walk. And the batter is Wilson Chatham. Yeah, all 4 fields moving along here at Papago Baseball Complex. Had early morning game starting at 8. Runner goes, pitch low and away, throw to second. Not in time, a stolen base. But all four fields going strong now, and more games coming up at the 12:30 time slot. Pitch is low, and it's 2-0. Tournament started on Thursday night, so we're wrapping up a 4-day event. Bounced in front of the catcher, throw to third. He got a chance, but not in time. Helton's moved himself around to third base. And that's low for a ball, and Chatham heads to first base. Courtesy runner comes out of the dugout, and it's Brogan Bishop. Batters Jackson Von Hohn with 2 aboard and 1 out. A run in for the Friars in the bottom of the first. And the first pitch low, ball 1. Ball inside. See Von Hohn just kind of flicked that left leg forward, trying to get clipped by the pitch, but still takes inside for a ball. 2-0 the count. Liam Ewell next for the Friars. A swing and a miss there, and it's 2-1. 3 walks in the inning given up by Nebulous, and 1 has come in to score. And now it's the Gauchos that get the bullpen going. They've got a right-hander just starting to get loose. Step over to third. And balk, I believe, is called by the base umpire. Now, question out of the Gauchos dugout as to what was called there. First wondering maybe if the ball was in play. And now there's a question with the umpires, and I'm not sure what this pertains to. The way it sits right now, runner at second, another runner in, and we'll see if it stands. And we'll let them sort it out, and we'll tell you the outcome when we come back. 3-1 our score in the first. So after a bit of a delay, the play stands how it came out there as a runner goes to second on the balk. That was Chatham. Helton scores on the balk. Ball fouled out of play from Von Hohn. 3-2 the count. And actually it's not Chatham out there at second, but Brogan Bishop, the courtesy runner. So it's a runner at second with 1 out, 2 runs in. It's now a 3-2 game in the bottom of the first, and the 3-2 pitch is popped up down the left field line, and it's the shortstop over to make the play. McLeod brings it in for out number 2. Now Liam Ewell, the center fielder, bats. And we're going to miss strike 1. And the One strike pitch. That's yanked. Foul down the left side. It's 0-2. Now working on a very lengthy first inning. Of course, we had a several-minute delay there on a rule clarification based on that balk that happened. But we're pushing 40 minutes here in this first inning. And that's over the outside corner, a called third strike. Gould not able to pull the trigger, and the Friars are done in the bottom of the first. But the game day Friars come back with 2 runs without a base hit, 3 walks in the inning, and 1 runner left on base after 1. Friars trail the Gauchos 3-2. Bottom 3 in the order for the Gauchos in the top of the second. Tim Pettit takes low, ball 1. And the next one low, 2 balls and no strikes. And that one comes out of a hand, slips out there, 3-0. And that pitch a strike, 3-1 the count. And the 3-1. Bounced in, and it's ball 4. And that'll get Pettit aboard for the Gauchos to begin the second inning. And that's going to get the bullpen going again for the Friars as Wilson Helton will make his way back down to the bullpen. Noah Welch on to run for the catcher Pettit at first, and the batter is Jake Hapner. First pitch inside, ball 1. Runner bluffs and does not go. The pitch is high, 2-0. That's bounced in backhanded, though, on a throw to second base and dropped. Second baseman Salai not able to make the catch out there. It hits off his glove. Next pitch to Hapner on the way. Not close, ball 4. Back-to-back walks to begin the second, and the 5th walk given up by Jackson Fury. And time called again, checking to see if Helton is ready in the bullpen. It looks like he is. Playing in the top of the second, Gauchos lead the Friars 3-2. Jen Kleiber bats for the first time as the Friars stay with Fury for at least one more hitter. Helton is done in the bullpen. He has already made his way back into the Friars dugout on the first base side. Fastball high, 2-0, 6 in a row, and 10 of 11 out of the strike zone to begin this second inning. Fury finished the first inning on back-to-back strikeouts, but also walked 3 in the inning. There's only been one ball put in play. There's a pitch for a strike, 2-1. I guess 2. One was backpedal on that. I guess 1 base hit is all, and that base hit was a bouncer over a drawn-in infield. That was nowhere close. Out of the glove, ball 3, and the runners move up 90 feet on the wild pitch. So now it's 2 in scoring position with nobody out. Kleiber, the number 12 hitter in the order for the Gauchos. Ralph Niebeles, the leadoff hitter in the on-deck circle. Now that one guided in there. It bounces, and it's ball 4. Kleiber walks to load the bases, and that will do it for Jackson Fury. We'll get a pitching change. Bases loaded, nobody out in the second. 3-2 Gauchos. Wilson Helton is on a pinch for the game day Friars, and his first one to Ralph Niebeles high for ball 1. Niebeles struck out swinging to start the ball game. And a fastball high, 2-0. Now the 2-0 pitch, and that plunks him. Niebeles hit by the pitch, and that'll force in a run. Gauchos score run number 4 in the game and lead 4-2. Now the batter is Jacob McLeod. Noah Welch runs for the pitcher. Niebeles at first. Fastball on the inside corner, a strike. Fastball up and in, 1-1. And that ball pulled, well, foul down the left field line, 1-2. Now the set and the 1-2. Bounced in, blocked by Chatham, 2-2. And now the 2-2. And that's hit the other way into right field. A diving try, and it gets past the right fielder, Jamison. Gonna wave a couple of runners around, and a throw knocked down by Von Hohn, but no play. Habner and Kleiber both score. Welch running for Niebeles ends up at third, and McLeod at second base with a 2-run double. It's now 6-2. Second and third, nobody out for Noah Tippery. It takes low, ball one. Pitch high, 2-0. Now the 2-0 over for a strike, 2-1. Six-two Gauchos batting in the top of the second. Gauchos follow up a 3-run first with a 3-run second inning, and they're looking for a bunch more with 2 aboard and nobody out. The 2-1 pitch. Inside, 3-1. And a ground ball over to first base. And no, it gets through and into right field. 1 run will score. A strike to the plate holds the other runner. Tippery delivers as Nablus' courtesy runner scores. It's a 4-run second inning, 7-2 the score. Now Chavez takes inside, runner goes, and the throw to second base is not in time. It's a steal for Tippery. Now the set from Helton, the 1-0. Fastball for a strike. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 on the inside corner, a strike, 1-2. Next one low and in, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 aboard, nobody out. The first 6 have reached for the Gauchos, and the first 4 have scored. Helton shaking off a sign from Chatham. Now the set and the 2-2 pitch. And a bouncer back up the middle, fielded by the bag, and a throw on to first base is in time. They got to get the throw to the plate, and it's a double play. So a run is in as McLeod scored, but Chavez grounds out, give him an RBI on the ground out. And then as Tippery tried to come around from third base, he's thrown out at the plate for out number 2. So they get 2 outs on the play, but another run is in. It's a 5-run second inning. It's now 8-2. And Zach McNally bats with the bases empty and takes ball 1. Next one on the way to McNally. And misses, and it's 3-0. And ball 4 to McNally. Fourth walk of the inning, first given up by Wilson Helton. And the batter is Arturo Perea. That first pitch over the outside corner, a strike. The Friars are going to send another pitcher or two down to the bullpen to try to get loose, see if they can put a stop to this here. Swing and a miss for a strike, and it's 0-2. McNally with the lead over at first base. He's going to take off, pitch low and away, and no throw to second. Slow roller, foul first base side. And the 1-2 is a fastball high, 2-2. Perea the ninth to bat in the inning for the Gauchos. They've scored 5 times. A ball and a stolen base. McNally goes to third without a throw. Helton steps off. And that's ball 4. Perea walks, and the inning continues. First and third with 2 outs. It's been a 5-run top of the second for the Gauchos. Fastball high, ball 1. Runner gets a huge jump at first and no throw. Perea with a stolen base. And it's 2-0 to Noah Ackman, who walked his first time up. And now another run in as McNelly scores. That'll bounce and go to the backstop, and another run in. So that'll clear the bases. A 7-run second inning, 10-2 our score. And now Ackman moves to first base. And the batter is going to be Connor Lawrence. Throw to first and the runner back. Again, a throw over, and the runner back. And a pitch over for a strike. The Friars in this one just not having any luck throwing strikes. The walk total continues to climb. A couple of hit batters. 3 errors. Again a throw over, and again the runner back. Lawrence at the plate struck out his first time up, trying to extend the inning for the Gauchos. And a ball foul to the backstop, and it's 0-2. Breaking ball off the plate, 1-2. Runner at first and 2 outs. It's a 7-run second inning for the Gauchos. We played an hour and 11 minutes, and we're in the top of the second. Throw it to first again, and again the runner back. And that'll be a called third strike, a high strike, but after a 7-run second inning, that ends it. And after an inning and a half, it's the Gauchos 10 and the Friars 2. First pitch, ball bunted. And now the throw to first base off the glove, and that's going to get Gonzalez to second. And ball bunted back, and Miles Gonzalez going after that first pitch. Got that bunt right back to the pitcher, Nebelis, but the throw wide. Kleiber not able to bring it in, and it goes as a two-base throwing error. Gonzalez goes to second, and the batter is Kyle Harris. And first pitch, fastball high, ball one. The 1-0 pitch. Inside corner, a strike. It's 1-1. Pitch a called strike. It's 1-2. And that's over the outside corner, a called third strike. That gets Harris for the first out. Now Solano bats with 1 on and 1 out for the Friars in the bottom of the second. Solano with a swing and a miss, strike one. And a tapper foul, third base side. It's 0-2. Pitch misses for a ball. 1-2 to Solano. Cooper Jamieson in the on-deck circle for the Friars. Yeah, that's a third strike to Solano. 2 away in the inning. An error start of the inning, but Nebelis has come back with back-to-back strikeouts, and now will go after Jamieson. Curveball on the inside corner, strike one. Jamieson walked, stole a base, and scored a run for the Friars in the bottom of the first. And the 1-strike pitch bounced in. That'll get away from the catcher, Pettit, and that will move Gonzalez to third base on the wild pitch. Well, if you're the Friars, down 10-2, batting in the bottom of the second, you're just looking to worry about one pitch at a time, one at-bat at a time. Play proper baseball, and hopefully you can string some things together. The 1-strike, actually the 1-1, swing and a miss, 1-2. Now the 1 and the 1-2 pitch. Over the outside corner, called third strike. After a throwing error begins the inning, Nebelis comes back, 3 straight strikeouts, and it gets out of the inning unscathed. After 2, the Friars still trail the Gauchos 10-2. Noah Welch leads off for the Gauchos in the top of the third and takes strike one. New pitcher out there for the Friars, it's Brogan Bishop. So Bishop will try to shut down the Gauchos here and pitch up and in, and it's 1-1. Welch called out on strikes his first time up. Pettit and Hapner follow for the Gauchos in the top of the third. And a grounder foul wide of third, 1-2 the count. Again, the winner of this game will advance to face the winner of Rocky Mountain Gold and Scottsdale Huskies Green. Breaking ball goes to the backstop, 2-2 the count. And the pitch high, 3-2. And the 3-2. Not close, ball 4. Definitely been a big theme of the ball game. It's another walk. Nine walks now given up by Friars pitchers, plus a couple of hit batters. Now Tim Pettit takes strike one. Next pitch low. One ball, one strike in the top of the third inning. 10-3 our score. And a tapper back to the mound. Bishop will go to second. Out there on to first. And a double play. 1-6-3 double play. Erases the base runner, and the batter will be Jake Hapner. Fastball inside, ball one to Hapner, who walked and scored in the second. And a swing and a miss, a strike, 1-1. Well, that came inside and hit Hapner on the swing. And they count 1-2. Now the 1-2. Way outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that previous one that I guess it was fouled off, but I think it came up and got Hapner in the chin. But he is tight on the plate. And a breaking ball, swing and a miss, or maybe a called third strike. Either way, it's out number 3. Not a clean 3 up and 3 down, but the minimum faced in the third after 2.5, still 10-2. 2, 3, and 4 in the order in the home half of the third. And Nick Salai takes strike 1. And the 0-1 hit into shallow right field. Long run over there, and it's off the glove of the right fielder. And that's going to be extra bases. Salai on his way around to third, and he'll be in at third base. So leadoff hitter aboard for the Friars in the bottom of the third, and the batter is Brogan Bishop. First pitch low, ball 1. And a ground ball will get the run in. It's fielded, and a throw on the run to first base in time. Bishop, an RBI ground out as McLeod throws him out at first base. Sly scores. It's now 10-3. Now that one rolled over to first base, and Wilson Chatham is out, number 2. A lot going on in the bottom of the third, just 5 pitches, but a run and 2 outs. And now Jackson Von Hoen bats. Takes a breaking ball, 4-1. And that's rolled down the third base line, but called a foul ball. That one's off the foot of Von Hoen. The count 1-1. Pitch over the outside corner, a strike, 1-2. And a slow tapper on the first base side. That'll hit the lip of the grass, but still stayed foul and then stopped in foul territory. So Von Hoen will come back. Another 1-2 and a breaking ball, swing and a miss. And Von Hoen strikes out. That ends the inning. Friars get a run in the bottom of the third after 3, trail 10-3. 12-1-2 in the order for the Gauchos in the top of the fourth inning. First pitch to Jet Kleiber is low for ball 1. Couple of changes defensively to tell you about for the Friars. Got a new catcher back there as Luis De La Cueva takes over. Ground ball foul, and the count 1-1. And a new first baseman, Mason Hammond, on at first base. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball high, 2-1. Kleiber walked and scored his first time up. And Bishop with the next one. That's over the outside corner, a strike, 2-2. And Brogan Bishop, the right-hander, ready again in the 2-2. And that's fouled off. Two and two on Kleiber to start the top of the fourth. And a slow ground ball foul outside of third. It's a semifinal game in the Upperclass division of the 2017 Copper State Showcase. The winner advances to play the winner of Rocky Mountain Gold and Scottsdale Huskies Green. And a pitch off the plate, the count 3-2. And a swing and a miss. Kleiber strikes out to begin the fourth. Back to the top of the order for Ralph Nieblas. Nieblas with a swing and a miss. Strike one. A ground ball over to third, fielded by Harris across to first base, but the throw bounces in. Hammond not able to pick it up, and the runner will get to second base in E5. Fourth error of the ball game for the game day Friars. Kleiber will run at second for Nieblas, the pitcher, and the batter is Jacob McLeod. First pitch to McLeod over for a strike. McLeod with a walk, a stolen base, and a run in the first, a two-run double, and a run in the second. And he's hit by the pitch. McLeod to first, the batter Noah Tippery. First pitch high, ball one. Two aboard and one out, top of the fourth inning. Gauchos leading the Friars 10-3. Turn back, but no throw. That ball bounced in, and that'll move the runners up 90 feet. Two and 0 on Tippery with an RBI single his last time up. Takes a pitch over the outside corner, a strike, 2-1. Back at the runner at third in the pitch. And a line drive foul evens the count at 2-2. And that ball fouled off at the plate. Still 2-2 on Noah Tippery. And the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses, 3-2. And a ball hit well out to center field. Drifting back there, Ewell makes the catch. Runners will tag from second and third. Now that ball gets away and in to score. They're going to try to go back to second, saying the runner left early at second base. And he did not, according to the base umpire. So a couple of runners in. For Tippery, it's a sacrifice fly to score Niebles's courtesy runner. McLeod went to third as that throw went to third base then. Got away, and McLeod scored. So 2 runs in on the play. It's now 12-3. Base is empty with 2 outs for Fabian Chavez. And a swing and a miss, strike 1. Ball down the first baseline, foul. And it's 0-2. Now the 2-strike pitch. And a ball tomahawked out to the shortstop, who misfields and cannot make the play. And E6 for Solano. And Chavez reaches. And that extends the inning. The batter will be Zach McNally. And we'll first get a timeout from the Friars dugout. Playing in the 4th, it's 12-3. So another pitching change. As Zach McNally is in there and takes strike 1 from the new Friars pitcher. It's Luke Reichert. And a pitch on the inside corner, a strike. It's 0-2. And a fastball fouled off. And that'll be a called third strike at the knees, and that ends the inning. Couple of more runs across for the Gauchos in the 4th after 3.5. It's the Gauchos 12 and the Friars 3. 6, 7, and 8 in the order for the Friars in the bottom of the 4th inning. Liam Ewell takes high for ball 1. It's Ewell, Gonzalez, and Harris scheduled to bat anyway for the Friars. Pitch over for a strike, and it's 1-1. Breaking ball bounced in there, 2-1 the count. I think time is going to start to be a factor here. A soft pop-up, going to be played on a hop from a back foot, throw to first base, safe at first. Maybe just a bit of indecision there. Probably would rather see that infielder charge that ball. Instead, it goes as an infield base hit for Ewell, and based on my scoring anyway, that's the first base hit of the game for the Friars. First one bounced in there, ball one. Miles Gonzalez at the plate. He put a ball in play back in the second inning on a bunt that was fielded, but then a bad throw. Runner bluffs and a throw down to first base, not in time. So that one is an E1. And then Nick Solai hit a fly ball into right field that I scored as an error on the right fielder. There's a pitch for a strike. So again, unofficially, of course, each team's scorebook could be different than mine, but got that down as the first base hit. There's a ball pulled foul. Two balls, two strikes on Gonzalez with Kyle Harris next. The 2-2. And that's a called third strike. One away in the inning for Kyle Harris. Anyway, as I was starting to say a few moments ago, time may become a factor here. And I know on the specific website for this tournament with the scheduling and the notes for the tournament and so forth, there was a note on there that game time changes occurred as Harris swings and misses for that strike 0-1. They shortened the times because of some light restrictions over at Red Mountain Baseball Complex. 1-1 now they count on Harris, so no new inning could start after an hour and 45 minutes, and there was a drop dead time of 2 hours. And so I don't know if that's in effect today or not. That's obviously something the umpires would know about. And breaking ball for a strike, 1-2 on Harris. There's a swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt, but first base occupied, so Harris strikes out, 2 away in the inning for Valen Solano. I think I said Valen, it's Valen, I beg your pardon. And a curveball over for a strike. Valen called out on strikes his first time up. Runner goes, and the ball chopped over on the right side, and that's going to sneak through into shallow right field. Ball bobbled out there, but the runner held at third base. Solano with a base hit. Ewell goes to third. And the batter, Cooper Jamieson. 7 strikeouts for Ralph Niblis, by the way. 1 in the first. Struck out the side in the second. Added another strikeout in the third. He's got back-to-back strikeouts in the fourth. And the first one to Jamieson over for a strike. Jamieson a walk and a strikeout in 2 appearances. There's a foul ball at the plate. And it's 0-2. 10-3 our score, playing in the bottom of the fourth. And a breaking ball fouled off. Jamison stays alive. Winner will move over to field 1, I believe it is, for the championship game. And that's scheduled for a 12:30 start, and we're at 12:28 right now. So they'll be on the hop getting over there, whoever it turns out to be. Fastball off the plate. Count 1-2 as Solano steals second. And that maybe could be defensive indifference as opposed to a stolen base, but either way, a runner into scoring position. Second and third with 2 outs, 1-2 on Jamison. Nick Solai next for the Friars, and we'll see if he gets a chance to hit. Breaking ball is up and in. Off the end of the bat into shallow right, going to be trouble, and it'll drop for a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes a throw to the plate. Another runner slides in, and now Jamison tries for second, and he'll be in ahead of the throw. It's a 2-run single for Cooper Jamison. And the Friars make a little noise here in the 4th inning. 2 runs are crossed in the 4th, and it's now 12-5. And Nick Solai will get a chance to bat here in the 4th. Takes a breaking ball on the inside corner, strike 1. Ground ball hit sharply out to short, fielded on a nice hop there. McLeod throws on to first base in time. And I think that will do it. A couple of runs across for the Friars in the 4th, but that's not enough. 2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 left. And we go final as the Gauchos beat the Friars by a final score of 12-5. Again, a tough one for the Friars, but the Gauchos did their job. Ended up with just 3 base hits in the ball game. Did the Gauchos, but took advantage when they could, and had 5 errors from the Friars to help them out. So that will do it. Again, our final score, it's the Gauchos 12 and the Friars 5. From Papago Baseball Complex, Todd Garbison for Southwest Sports Network saying so long, as the Gauchos Gray will move on to play in the Upperclass Division Championship game of the 2017 Copper State Showcase.